The Guest House Ocala provides treatment to those who suffer from self-defeating behaviors brought on by trauma. Marla Shaw from the Guest House Ocala joins us now to tell us more about how they can help you or a loved one. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so can you start off by telling me what you do there at Guest House Ocala?
Yes, so I'm actually the clinical lead and also a licensed therapist there.
Yeah, and I know part of your work is walking people through their journey. So what exactly does that mean? What does that look like?
Well, trauma is very unique and you need to have a unique set of skills. Usually looking at something outside of strictly talk therapy, a lot of times we'll have clients or guests with deep-rooted core beliefs that they don't matter. So we really want to build a safe therapeutic relationship, and we will really look at having additional therapeutic components to round out their treatment.
I know when people are looking to get help or looking to get help for a loved one, it's important to do your research and make sure you have a highly trained professional like yourself. Why is that so important?
Well, again, it's a very unique process, and so we really want a therapist that's going to understand that it's also looking at the body, the unspoken, the energy of the person. They really want to be trained in those even somatic modalities to help look at the whole picture of the person and when you're dealing with trauma.
Yeah, I know that you deal with people from all walks of life, professionals, athletes, moms, dads, right? So how do you take what you do and kind of pertain it or gear it towards every different type of person?
So when I work with a guest, I want to look at their culture, medical history, trauma story. I want to look at how their symptoms are manifesting as well. And also I talked about the body. So I also want to see what is the unspoken and the energy. And then we'll take all of those components and we will adapt treatment modalities and therapeutic assignments that will really try to target what they want to get from the guest house.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's a real, like you mentioned, targeted approach.
Yes.
Everyone's different. So I imagine everyone's treatment is a little bit different.
It is. We want to be individualized. It's very important.
So how does a private campus like Guest House help in this process?
Well, it's one, it's beautiful. We always hear it's a safe bubble. It's about 53 acres and it's 24-hour staff, and it's removing from distractions. And so it takes the entire guest house team to be able to help somebody kind of step into their healing process, and the campus just helps with that.
Yeah. Why do you think it is that trauma seems to be at the root to so many problems? Anxiety, depression, all of that.
Well, a lot of times people will even come in and say they don't think that they have trauma, but trauma is really stored in the body. And you can almost think of it as an imprint on the nervous system. And so when you're dealing with trauma, anxiety, depression, substance abuse, it's really just a symptom of a deeper issue, and that's what makes the guest house what it is. It's magical because we can go into the core wound.
Yeah, so someone who's dealing with any kinds of issues that might bring them in, they might think my life was great, my childhood was great, but there may be one little thing and you're able to narrow in on that.
Yes.
And that's the root cause of what's causing their problems.
Right, we want to address that.
Yeah, got that. Okay, so what signs should someone look for if they themselves are having some issues, or maybe a loved one is having some issues? What are the signs that they need to get help?
Anything that's atypical for that person. It could be sleep disturbances, lying, substance abuse, hypervigilance, sound, noise, or to danger, and paying close attention to hopelessness.
Okay. I know that there are people who say they've tried everything. Why should I try this? I've tried everything else. What makes you all different?
That's the part, I do hear that quite often.
Yeah.
This feels different than other facilities, and that's because, again, we're not going to shy away from somebody's deepest, darkest pain. We're going to actually walk with you through it. And so that makes the guest house different. We're going to go into the core wound with the entire team, and again, I think that's what makes it kind of magical.
Yeah, it does. What is a magical setting? We've been looking at video.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. What would you say to someone watching who wants to get help, but maybe they just feel a little ashamed or embarrassed about making that first phone call?
Well, I do say shame thrives in darkness, and so you can give yourself the freedom of healing by taking that first step. It is very scary work, and it's also some of the bravest and most courageous work that you can do, but you're worth it, and you'll have the whole team with you. And I always say, too, that being brave and courageous doesn't mean that you're not scared. It just means you do it scared.
Yeah, so make that phone call if
Yes.
you can, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Very helpful information this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And if you would like to find out more, you can go to their website that you see right there, theguesthouseocala.com.